Good morning, St. Paul's. Today is Tuesday, October 14th, and you're watching Wolf TV, bringing you the latest news, sports, entertainment, and everything in between. We are live, and we have a great show for you today. Here are the announcements for today. Fellowship of Christian Athletes, better known as FCA, is a non-denominational organization that focuses on engaging, equipping, and empowering coaches and athletes to unite, inspire, and change their community and world through the gospel and transforming power of Jesus Christ. Meetings will be held at lunch in the theater and are open to all grades. The first meeting is this Wednesday, October 15th. So grab your lunch first, then grab a friend, and come check it out. Any questions? Please come see Coach Fontenot in the gym. Now let's look at today's news. On Monday, President Donald Trump joined more than 20 world leaders in Egypt for talks on Gaza's future with the first phase of the Israel-Hamas ceasefire agreement underway. Among those gathered for the summit were Palestinian Authority President, French President, German Chancellor, British Prime Minister, and the former Prime Minister. Officials from Qatar, Egypt, and Jordan, the United Arab Emirates, and Turkey were also gathered. President Trump is set to deliver formal remarks at some point during the event. Hamas released the remaining 20 living Israeli hostages on Monday, and Israel freed Palestinian prisoners as part of the ceasefire agreement. Trump said the second phase of the peace plan is in progress, but did not reveal much detail. We'll keep you updated on this story as it progresses. Now Matt's going to talk about Grandparents' Day, which was held last Friday. Please give it a watch.
Today, I want to talk about Grandparents' Day. Day is a day to honor, love, and wisdom of our grandparents. We should really show our grandparents how thankful we are for them and they do for us. Everyone should go to Grandparents' Day, and if not, at least go to spend time with them on Grandparents' Day when we have our day. They bring so much joy into our lives to try to bond by participating a long time, and then even if you're just going to out to eat and go Wolves.
The town of Slidell has named a new chief of police just days after Chief Randy was elected mayor of Slidell. Stepping in will be Officer Daniel Susano. Susano will be managing SPD's $18 million budget and will oversee all public and media relations and the information and technology operations. Additionally, he served as official liaison between the City of Slidell administration, City Council, and Police Department. He's described by the department as a highly decorated veteran officer who began his career 20 years ago. He then went on to serve as a detective with the Criminal Investigations Division, once with the FBI, and from there promoted to the rank of sergeant. During Sheriff Randy Smith's transition from Slidell Police Chief to Sheriff of the St. Tammany Parish Sheriff's Office, Susano assisted by serving as captain in the Public Affairs Division. He then returned to Slidell as CAO and hostage and crisis negotiator for the SWAT team. Now here comes Wolf TV Trivia.
Now let's look at today's sports news. Over the weekend, there were some good NFL games. The Giants upset the Eagles 34-17. The Giants rookies Jackson Dart and Cam Skattebo are showing signs of stardom. The Chargers took down the Dolphins in a 29-27 thriller. Quarterback Justin Herbert connected with Ladd McConkey for a late go-ahead touchdown. The Panthers came out with an upset win over the Cowboys, 30-27. Rico Dowdle shined for the second week in a row and ran all over his former team. Lastly, in the game of the week, the Buccaneers sunk the 49ers, 30-19. Baker Mayfield is showing out week in and week out, and the Bucs are looking to be a contender to win the Super Bowl this year.
In the world of college football, Alabama fought off a determined Missouri squad in a 27-24 thriller, relying on a late-game execution and clutch plays from quarterback Ty Simpson to escape Columbia with a win. The victory marks Alabama's third straight win over a ranked opponent and keeps Bama firmly in the college football playoff hunt as they continue to show resilience in close contests. The Red River rivalry belonged to Texas this year, as the Longhorns smothered Oklahoma 23-6 in a defensive showcase that reaffirmed their status among college football's elite. Quarterback Arch Manning efficiently led the offense, completing 21 of 27 passes for 166 yards and a touchdown, while running back C.J. Baxter helped control the tempo with tough yards on the ground. Indiana pulled off the shocker of the weekend, upsetting number 4 Oregon 30-20 in a stunning road performance that will go down as one of the program's biggest wins in decades. The Hoosiers' defense came alive late, sacking Oregon's Dante Moore 6 times and forcing 2 interceptions to close out the game. The victory snapped Oregon's 18-game home winning streak and signaled that Indiana's unbeaten season is no fluke, as the team continues to rise from Big Ten dark horse to national contender.
In the MLB, the divisional series have wrapped up, and the conference series has begun. In the NLDS, the Brewers took the series against the Cubs 3-2. The Brewers came away with a Game 5 win on Sunday night. Brewers rookie pitchers Jacob Miskorowski and Chad Patrick had stellar performances in their Game 5 victory. On the bottom of the bracket, the Dodgers defeated the Phillies in the series 3-1. The series ended on a wild play where the Phillies pitcher Orion Kirking made a throw home and missed wide right. This led to the Dodgers scoring in the winning run in the bottom of the 11th. On the other side of the bracket in the ALDS, the Blue Jays defeated the Yankees 3-1 in the series. The Blue Jays were very dominant throughout the series. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. was by far the star of the series. In the other series, the Mariners took the series over the Tigers 3-2 in very dramatic fashion. The Mariners won Game 5 in the 15th inning after George Polanco hit a walk-off single for the win. In the ALCS, the Mariners got a 3-1 win over the Blue Jays in Game 1. Yesterday in Game 2, the Mariners routed the Jays in a big 10-3 win to take the series lead 2-0. The NLCS kicked off last night, and the Dodgers won Game 1 by a score of 2-1 over the Brewers, with hopes of something a little different this year. I'm looking for the Brewers to take the series over the Dodgers and the Mariners to take the win over the Blue Jays. Now it's time for Song of the Day.
Now let's take a look at the world of entertainment and other things. Battlefield 6 has finally been released, and it is not disappointing. The game marks a return for the franchise after the not-so-good Battlefield 2042 that came out in 2021. Battlefield 6 brings back the franchise's signature large-scale warfare, but with refined mechanics and a modern polish. Players can expect a familiar experience with 64-player lobbies, classic modes, and a focus on teamwork. The game features a flower class system, allowing players to pick roles that fit their playstyle. One new feature is the tactical destruction system. Buildings and environments can now be used by the player to make new pathways or expose enemies. The graphics also got a huge improvement, with players noticing unexpected and more realistic moments like building collapsing, cranes falling, and several other alternating battlefield dynamics. Battlefield 6 appears to be a promising addition to the series, with it having over 750,000 concurrent players on launch day and even breaking EA's most played Steam title ever, Apex Legends. The game is getting a lot of praise from both long-term players and newcomers and may become the best Battlefield game ever released.
Little Nightmares 3 is an atmospheric puzzle platform horror game that was released on October 10th, 2025. It introduces two new protagonists, Low and Alone, who must work together to escape the nowhere in a journey through various nightmare realms. The game features online co-op and can be played solo with an AI companion, and it is the first game in the series to have a co-op mode. This is the third game in the Little Nightmares series, with the first game not as popular as the second one. The third game has new monsters and new game mechanics like character-specific tools, so only Low and Alone can have certain tools, forcing the player to work together. Let's see if this game surpasses the first two games or falls short, being a sequel that fans dislike.
Now it's time for another episode of Gary's Faves, where Gary Miller breaks down all of his favorite movies. Take a look.
Today on Gary's Faves, I want to talk about the movie Tangled. This movie came out on November 23rd, 2010. It's one of the most popular Disney movies. And my favorite princess movie, my favorite character is Flynn Rider because he's funny and cool. I give this movie a 10 out of 10. If you haven't watched it yet, you should definitely watch it.
Hey Luke, what's black and white and red all over?
What?
A newspaper. That's our show for today, Wolves. Thank you for watching Wolf TV, and until next time, let's make it a great day.